Guess what, y'all? I'm back and I'm live. So tonight I want to talk about staying in your lane. Now, staying in your lane. This subject about staying in your lane is, staying true to who you are. I think sometimes, in life, we all think, all right, I'm in a comfort zone. Let me try something new. Which is nothing wrong with trying something new. But sometimes when you're trying something new, you also gotta stay true to yourself, true to your morals, true to your standards, true to what you believe in. Sometimes those are things that are very critical when dealing with anybody, whether it's a situationship, dating, relationships, marriage, any type of level. Sometimes you gotta stay true to who you are. It's always good to self improve. It's always good to learn and seek improvement, seek to be better. It's always good. That is always good. And I get understand sometimes we have a pattern that you be like, all right, let me break this pattern, let me switch up, which is also good too. But then you have to ask yourself, if this switch up make you sacrifice a bit of you that you're not, whether it's all right, let me change how I dress, or let me go to different places I don't like doing. Let me go to a bar. I don't really do bars, but you know what? Let me try to see if I can meet somebody there differently. Like, let me try going to another spots. And it's like, sometimes when you put yourself in different situations, you open up good possibilities and also bad possibilities. Like, if you're not a drinker, why go to a bar? If that's not something that you do or really entertain, you may not mind a person if that's them. You might be like, well, if you drink it, that doesn't bother me, which is cool. If you could accept that, you can. But if you're a person that I don't really like to deal with people who drink. Like, for instance, I can't deal with a smoker. You know, maybe somebody who smoke weed, baby. But if you smoke weed and cigarettes, no, that's like a big turn off. Like, you doing both. Who want that? But that's my lane, and that's some of the things that I stick to. And I think sometimes in life right now I see like a lot of people, they find themselves in situations like, damn, I try to give this person a chance and look what happened. He just like the rest, or she or they or whatever like the rest. And it's like, all right, yeah, you try something different, it didn't work. Cool. But then it's also, do you try something different that wasn't you? You know, like, do you try to date somebody that you knew you couldn't handle? Which people do. Guys and ladies do it. We try to go for the ones that kind of catch the spice in our eyes, or the bad boys, or she that chick, wherever it may be. Cause dudes do it. We try to date, chicks that we see, who hustle and muscle and move and grind. Like, yo, I like shorty style. She's slick. Like, she's slick with it. And then once you start dating them, you realize she got a lot of. Mm, you can't really. It's like, you ever deal with somebody, you like, I don't know, this one got some. She into some stuff. How they move. You like, you know, all money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? You like the hustle, but you also want to like party. Want to like, nah, police gonna be coming knocking on my door. Questionable stuff. And ladies, same way, you gotta deal with dudes that's on that questionable track. Like, hey, he make money. You don't know exactly what he do. You just know that he got it. And he gonna get it. Well, it's not wrong with if you can hustle and you ain't hurting nobody, you ain't cool. Do you? If that's what you entertain. Do you? But you also gotta realize what come with it. You know, ain't secure. There's nothing wrong with having a regular 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with starting your own business. It's not wrong working out Walmart, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. There's nothing wrong with having multiple jobs. Whatever you gotta do in these times, do. Hey, as long as it keeps you going home and you ain't hurting nobody, do it. You know, whether you're out there in the club dancing or bartending or bouncing or whatever, you gotta do what you gotta do. But at the end of the day, it's like, stick to your values, man. Stick to your lane. Date in your lane. Like, don't try to date somebody that that, hey, you're gonna go broke trying to maintain. Right? Stay true to who you are. Be upfront and honest. Sometimes we find ourselves, because we so amazed or so odd that we try to do things that normally not us. We put ourselves in situations that's not us. And it's like, yeah, we did it, but are we being true to who we are? You know, and there's so many times we open ourselves to stuff just to entertain people that we be like, oh, I can roll with that. Like we all been in those it is what it is situations or situationships where you like that person, but you want to deal with them any type of way just to be around them. So you fall for the side dude or side piece, or it is what it is. When we're together, we're together. When we're not, we're not. You know, yeah, feelings get caught. With due time, it's going to get corny. One person gonna get tired. Somebody's gonna catch feelings, and then there's some people. I must say, mentally, they just gonna roll with it. Not that they don't want better, they just want that person. And sometimes wanting better and wanting that person with, you sacrifice stuff because you just so happy being around that person. You don't realize like, yo, I'm only getting 50 to 25% of this person. But you're grateful because it's like, hey, they around. When we together, we have fun. And that's what you only see. You only see the fun side. You're not counting them lonely days or the, hey, not today. Hey, next week. Nah, I'm kind of busy. Call you later. And it's like, damn. You accept it because you try to rationalize your life. Well, I'm busy too. I got work. I got this. I got that. You'll come up with something in your head to play over. Like, but eventually it's gonna get tiring. And then you hoping that that person see that I always been in their corner or I always been there for them, so they know. Let me tell you something. Most people don't get evaluated from that position. If you're good at the number two role, most men, I'm gonna be real. 92% of men is gonna keep you at that role. Like, you know what? You're a good number two. Why would I want to elevate you number one? If you're great at number two, why would I put you in the one position? Now, you giving me all the perks, all the benefits. I get everything I need, when I want. I'm gonna put you at number one spot. No man has that. Dudes lie now, baby. They lonely. They can't find nobody in due time. They put you in that. You be a temp at the number one. Like side pieces only move the temps. Like you just temporary. Whether it is a full year, just feeling like you're number one is not gonna be a permanent position. Cause the back of his mind, he'd be like this. Shit, Shorty was dealing with me when she had somebody, and she was dealing with me when I had somebody else. So if I could find something better, and I feel like moving her up, move her back down, I'm going to move her back down. That's how guys think. But it's also your fault too, because and guys and ladies do the same thing. So I don't make it sound biased. There's ladies who do the same thing. Got dudes at number two position, and it's worse when the dude is at number two position. His feelings all tight. He probably leave them funky texts like, just seen an old boy at the gas station putting $15 in the car. Just seen old boy driving your car, driving for work. Can't get his own. Shit like that. Dudes get emotional. They say petty shit. That's what he got you driving around. I would have sent you here. Dudes be salty when they be number two for too long. It's in order to disturb and things like, you were mine for a time. Where I'll take you. Like, yeah, everybody dress up their resume like they would have did some extra. Like, boy, shut the fuck up. But that's also another case of learning how to stay in your lane. Like, don't sign up for something, then you find yourself all emotional over it. Like, I can't believe they don't see me. I don't believe they don't understand me. Or I don't believe they don't know my worth. Don't they see I'm a real rock? It's like, come on now. Like, what you signed up for. Like, at one point, like, we got to stop playing these games. Now, baby, you're in your 20s, you're new to everything, so, you give yourself a circle. But if you're in your 30s, you're in your 40s, you've been around enough to know how shit play out. In your 30s, you're kind of naive. 20s, you don't know no better. 40s, all right now. Come on now. You know what I mean? When you get past 40s, like, come on now. Like, you can't always call yourself a victim. You know what you're signing for. Yeah, it's like so many people do it. Guys do it all the time, man. Like, We try to maintain a lifestyle lane that ain't us because we feel like that's what you're supposed to be. All right. The thing about it, you seen guys go out there, $700 car note, paying like three something on insurance. You know, guy, mortgage or rent, damn near above 1,500 plus a month. And it's like, yo, ain't nothing wrong buying something used. That's you. Like if your pocket say, hey, I need to buy a used car, buy a used car. If your pocket saying I can't do monthly car notes of 400 plus, I understand. Buy you something that gets you around. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong wanting the best, the finest thing in life. There's nothing wrong working hard, but it's like understand your lane. Your victory may not come today. Your victory might be next month, 6 months, next year, 2 years. It's going to come. And it's like, nothing wrong with grinding and waiting till your time to shine. No, we all get caught in this moment of, well, I need to get there now. Like you need it yesterday. No, you don't. Stick to your lane, man. Stick to what makes you happy. Stick to what makes you comfortable, man. Like you gotta find your inner peace in anything. And it's like, even who you hang with within your lane. Like if you're not a certain crowd, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, that's not my crowd. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I can't, that ain't me. I think it's more cool when a person can admit what's their lane and what's not their lane. And that's something that we all gotta think about. Like, yo, how do I flow? Does this fit me? Is this my flow? Am I cool with that? And does this person get how I'm rocking? Do I understand how they rocking? You know what I mean? Like knowing your lane is important in life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like knowing what friendship means to you, what you like in friendship, what you like in people, what you want your life to look like. Those are all dope things. I think, sometimes we find ourselves wondering, like, all right, man, am I being out of character or I'm good? Sometimes you could be somewhere and be out of character. And there's a lot of things that, of course, be out of character. It's like, hey, man, if I'm at this event, I'm drinking, do I find myself being different than I normally am? Or if I'm hanging out with this person, I find myself feeling like I ain't, put them up front or I'm holding back. And it's like, one thing about knowing your lane is always protecting yourself. Like, always staying true to what you are and what you want it to be perceived. And that's one thing that we all got to think about. Like, damn, man. I have my moments, I ain't gonna lie to you. I get out there, with my boys, we having fun, laughing, cutting up. It's not disrespectful cut up, it's more just having fun. Like, I like to see everybody around me laugh, have a good time, but never at the expense of somebody else. Never. I think we can have good fun. It's a certain quality of fun. Like a welcoming, inviting fun. Now I know, all right, I'm the show off, gotta get the center of attention. Believe it or not, much as I like to have a good time, I like also be in the background. I like seeing my people shine more than me. I always say that, like when those around you shine, it feels good. Like it feels good seeing people that move the room and got everybody smiling, laughing. Yeah, that's a dope thing. And I think sometime in life you got to figure out what works for you. Some people are great at being number two. They love that position. Like, hey, I don't want no real relationship. I like moving how I move. I like it is what it is. Because it's depending on mentally where you at in life. And that's what a lot of things are. Where you at mentally in life is what you can handle. And there's also, knowing who you are and what you are and what you're about. And understanding the situation. And it's like, when you come in a situation, don't try to elevate it. Like, you can't come here and think you're going to go up here with a person. It's like you got to put yourself here so they understand that you can't go down here. But if you want to come here and you try to move up, they ain't going to see it because they getting full access. You didn't make that known from the beginning. Like, hey, you can't treat me like somebody down here. I'm here. And, that's what I'm saying with knowing your lane. Like, Don't come in at a level that you can't come back from. That's in anything. It's like, so many times we find ourselves, caught in the moment, which we all are. That's the normal nature of life. But it's like, all right, once you shake that moment, it's like, hey, let's bring this back. Let's wheel this in. Like, let's wheel this name back on in. Like, hold up. That time was fun, but this is not something I'm going to see myself going down the road being. And that's to him or her. You know, sometimes we got to find ways of, like, of knowing what we want. Like, your wants and needs. You may feel like you need that person, but you don't want them, or you may want that person, but you don't need them. That's a better way of saying it. You may want that person, but you don't need them. It's like, don't put yourself in a situation where you got to dig your way out of it. So many times we find situations where it's like, we got to get myself out of this hole. I came in here, but I want to show them that this ain't acceptable. And, when you don't create the standard or levels that you want from the beginning, you're not going to really get what you want at the end. You're going to find yourself feeling shortchanged, feeling unappreciated, feeling unvalued, feeling like they don't know your worth. And that's a crazy, crazy feeling on either side, male or female. It's crazy. And, I can reflect because, my lifetime, I'm not Angel. I'm experiencing all the spectrums. Had a long time friends on the side, been the side, been the main. I'm play them all in life. That's what happens when you get older. You don't play at every position possible. You be out there dating, you move, you start learning like, man, I don't mind this. Then it's like, I don't like this. You outgrow it. Like certain things we outgrow. We experienced it, you tried it, it was a phase. That's another thing. Understanding your phases to your lanes of life. Like, listen, that lane was a phase. I went through there, got through it, got it out the way. Now it's like, I'm in a different chapter now. And with chapters in life come different lanes. It's like, yeah, that was cool then. Mentally, I'm not there no more. And that is the good part about life. You could be somewhere in 1 minute and mentally grow out of that the next. You know what I'm saying? You're not forced to stay in the situation mentally. You could always evaluate. And I'm not trying to say it's easy. I'm not trying to say get over somebody's like a snap, because sometimes you have time and history, and that's the lock mechanism right there. Time and history. You can have time and history, but if that time keeping you locked down from you not being who you are, what you want, why are you staying in it? Like, stop giving other people the power. And like, sometimes we use that as an excuse. That's our clutch. Like, I put too much time in. No, shut up. This ain't a job. This ain't retirement. You don't get a retirement pension from dating. You don't get retirement pension from no relationship. Ain't no relationship come with a payout. Unless you want the people on somebody's insurance, you just waiting for them because they don't take care of their health to tap out, which is wrong. But, we say like a background, I got history. History is nothing if you're not happy. You know what I'm saying? I put too much work in. I heard a dude say this, I spent so much time and molded her to the girl I want her to be. Like, bro, hold up. Yeah, you could help a person, in life, get them in better situations, whether, it's you showing them things, you putting them on things, you teaching them. That's good. But that's what a relationship is help building your partner, help lifting them, help getting them better. Just like they should be helping you get better. It's a two-way street and everything. Because you helping her get better, she's also making you better. Because one, she's listening to what you're saying and putting herself in a situation. Just like a guy can listen to a female. Like, I realize most females financially, when they come to like budgeting, I'll probably say, I ain't got no math for that, but I probably say in my life, I probably met 90% of women that when they come to them budgeting and stuff, from groceries to bills, they're good. They're good. There's a lot. I know brothers who do the same thing as well. But I met a lot of ladies that know how to budget and manage. I met some, and I'm like, but majority of them, yeah. But I think that's also, it shows, Man, we learn from a lot of stuff. Either we fell down, we just make sure we pick ourselves up and had to make sure we get it, or we had an understanding from the beginning of life that was passed down to us, like how to maintain this, do that, you know. And learning your lane is like understanding your do's and don'ts, what you can do and what you can't do, and that's growth right there. Learning, like, all right, this is me right here. Learning, all right, this ain't me right here. Learning, I can move like this. I learned I can't move like that. In my crew, I like to say, you probably heard me in a few past videos, we all different, but we're the same. Like, we all could bounce and off each other. All of us have different personality. You know, I got my boy Drew. He look like he's 20 something forever. I got my boy Kamal, I love dearly. I love all my crew dearly. He is like one of the smoothest, chill, laid back guys ever. He get me, boy, smooth. Then I have Tremont, man. He just hard working, man. Humble, man. Grateful. Like, he got one of the biggest and dopest smiles ever, man. Then I have my big brother Rich, Mr. Loudmouth, exciting, bring the party. He's energy. He low sports. One of the few dudes that can check me, man. Y'all think I'm loud? You gotta meet Rich. Then I have my boy J1, man. Just business minded, always just got business on mind, man. And, they have buddy Danny, man. He just great laugh. Always know how to make people feel welcome, man. And that's what life is, man. That had Big Mo. You talk about connections, man. Every time I see him, just a good time, and he just consistent, man. And, I have brothers like Fuzzy, man, that just so militant, man. And then I have my brother Marcus, Miles. Marcus is focused, man. My brother's family first, man. I love him about that. Miles, he just a little stubborn big brother, and But it's like good when you got real good men in your life, Every man should have good brothers around their life, that just good at what they do. And everybody has a different lane in life. It's like sometimes we get caught and, you see other people and like, damn, I need to be more like that person. It's like, nah, you need to be like you. See, that's the problem out there too. It's not enough for us. Like, everybody want to be somebody else or take a part of somebody. It's like, nah, rock who you are. Like, imagine if you just kept rocking to your own beat. And for those who out there doing it, you know what I mean. And it's like, sometimes we see people as a finished product and be like, oh man, they got it all together. It may look that way, but it's not always that way, man. Every day ain't all glitz and glamorous, man. They may look like they got it, but hey, when you unpeel that layer, you be like, they just like you. And it's like so many times I just see people going through stuff and I be like, damn, man, why they accepting that? Why are they just rolling with that? You ever see somebody weird unhappiness, or when they talk about stuff, you can just feel it. Like, damn, man, did they stay true to who they was? Like, because I know they're good. Like, I know they're amazing. Like, yeah, the person that's with them might not see how amazing they are, but it's like, why be somewhere where you're not wanted or appreciated? Why be a victim of your own past? Think about it. Like, why? Why sign up for something that you can't handle? I mean, at one point, you can't be the victim every time. Like, you sign up for something. You saw that person never really cherished you like that or put you in that position. So it's like, who's it really on? It ain't them. Because they can only do what you accept. Everybody, he came off like this. All right. But at one point, your eyes open up. And when your eyes open up, what do? You kept entertaining it because you wanted to be something different. Oh, no, I gave the benefit of that. No, you wanted to be something different. And it wasn't that. And, that's what we got to learn from. Like, listen, figure out who you are, what you are, and what you can handle. And you can't miss what you never had. Yeah, it may look like it's a possibility of something being different. But when you come down here, don't think somebody's gonna put you up there. If you set your standards here, you're never gonna get down there treatment. Because people who keep their bar here don't have them type issues. Because they be like, no, I require to be taken on a date. I being required that you pick me up by a certain time. I'll be required that I like these type of restaurants when going on a date. Like requirements is nothing wrong with that. Like you come in a certain way, all right. The person gotta respect that because you setting your standard up. Like, hey, this is what I require. If you hit him with the I was just going out. All right, he gonna hit with some just going out type level shit. It's like, all right, you can't blame me. You like, all right, we could do Red Lobster, Olive Garden, all right. And he's gonna keep on that Olive Garden lane. There's nothing wrong being like, hey, take me out. Let me know. I can show you. I'll tell you some restaurants I like. There's nothing wrong with you picking up the restaurants. Like, hey, if you want to go out, these are the 3 restaurants I like. Make sure it's 3 that you like, and then you go to those restaurants. Like, make them pick out them 3. Hey, if you want to go out, these are 3 restaurants I like. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If he picks a restaurant, make sure you let him know what level of restaurant you're going to, so that way, like, hey, so you know when you're coming in at. Like, hey, this is what she requires, so now I get it. We gotta understand lanes and standards. If you ain't setting them, then you're gonna get what you're gonna get. But when you set them, you're gonna have a happier situation because now you put it out there what you require and what you need. And it's not seeing bossy, it's not entitlement. It's saying, hey, I refuse to go down a road of something that I've been down before. You know, you're protecting your worth. And knowing your worth and protecting your worth and being open minded about it, nothing wrong with that. So anyway, I'm not going to stay long tonight, but tonight was about knowing your lane, knowing who you are, knowing what you are, what you can handle, what you can do. Just being better. I think we all been victims to all types of situations about lanes. Sometimes we've been out of our lanes. Sometimes we've been too low in our lanes. But at one point we do have to set the standard for what we require, what we want in life. Once you set them, and once you know them, and once you know who you are, you stay true to yourself. Situation's always going to change. It's when you accept bare minimum that you find yourself in the bullshit that you had to deal with. So with life comes growth, understanding. It's just me sharing my thoughts. I ain't no super doctor. I ain't got 100 degrees. I just study life and pay attention. Maybe one day we all get better, but if we keep working on it, we get close. So enjoy your night. It's been cool. If you like, share. Pass it on. I'm new to this, but I just want to have fun. So hopefully you enjoy. Have a good night. Peace.